Hey everyone, if you are having trouble getting your palm up or supinating your forearm, then this video is for you. Let's go ahead and get into it. We are going to start off with a gentle supination stretch. Now you can see I have marked here and here that this is my affected side to make this a little clearer as we go throughout the video. So you are going to take your unaffected hand and put at the top of your forearm, sort of where all this muscle mass is next to your elbow. And you are gently going to push your forearm up and over and trying to get that palm as far up as you can. You're gently going to hold this, and you can hold it for as long as feels comfortable. 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds. And then take a break and go back into it. Whatever is comfortable for you, as long as you are not pushing through any pain, okay? And you'll notice throughout this video, I'm gonna be keeping my elbow slightly bent so that we're actually focusing on forearm muscles and not shoulder muscles with our arm extended. Slight bend in the elbow. Next exercise, we are going to focus on assisted supination. So for this, we're gonna take a ball, put it between both of our hands. With your unaffected hand, you are gently going to push up and over to get the affected hand to turn palm up. Now here's the thing, I'm using a dryer ball here. You can use, like a toy ball that you get at Walmart, just one of those little lightweight rubber balls. Whatever you've got laying around the house. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, but this gives us the opportunity to use our unaffected hand and gently help to assist the affected hand to go into that movement. Now you can help with the affected hand too to turn your palm up. That's a good option. All right, next exercise, we're going into active supination, meaning that we are just actively going to try to move into supination. Now for this, you can bring elbow back into your body if you have that movement. If you need to still rest it on a table, that's okay. But you're gonna start from palm down and gently try to get your palm turned up as far as you can. Now here's the thing, I know that everybody is starting at a different place. So 2 things here. You'll notice I have a timer set for around 60 seconds for each exercise, and that's so everybody has an opportunity to go at their own pace. Slow, fast, wherever you're at. Now, the second thing I want to note here is if you're not getting full movement with your palm turned up like this, that's okay. If you're just able to get your thumb off the table, perfect. Or even getting to a neutral position, great. Every little step is progress. So now we're going to move on to the next one, which is going to be resistive supination. So for this, I am actually using a cuff weight. I like cuff weights because if you don't have any active grip strength, you can just pop some weight onto your wrist and you're still gonna be able to get a strengthening workout. So for this, your palm is gonna be down and you're gonna try to turn that palm up, same thing. Now again, if you want a little more of a challenge, you can take away that support and try to turn your palm up with arm off of the table. If you need a little bit more support, you can put your arm on the table and just try it that way. If you have a little bit of grip strength and you don't have a wrist weight, you can try holding onto a dumbbell. This is all modifiable to work for you. All right, let's move on to the last exercise, which is gonna be functional supination. And I like functional exercises because they're with stuff that we might have to use every day. Now, of course, I don't know how many people are using a potato masher, but if you have a small mallet, a potato masher, whatever you have at home, if you have a little bit of grip strength, you're gonna try to hold on to that. Thumb is pointing up, and you're gonna gently try to bring that palm up and bring the object back up to midline here. You want to try to avoid flopping. We're trying to strengthen and control movement. both on the way down and on the way up. Very nice. Doing great. All right, let's go ahead and we're back to our first exercise, which is the forearm stretch. So supination stretch. Resting arm on the table, unaffected arm is coming up to all of our supination muscles here, top of the forearm next to the elbow on the thumb side. And we are pushing, pushing, pushing that forearm so that the palm is turning up. You're holding there for as long as feels comfortable to you. Not pushing through any pain. This should be very gentle. Recognizing that you may not be able to get your palm all the way up. Maybe you can only get to here and you've got some muscle tone that kicks in. If you have spasticity, making sure that you are slowly stretching. Spasticity is velocity dependent, meaning it gets worse with quick movements. So slow stretching is always good. All right, back to second exercise. We are at assisted supination. So we're grabbing the ball out, and that can be a toy ball, whatever you've got at home that you can use for this. Both hands are wrapped around. And something you can do for this one is to ace wrap the ball in your hand if you're not quite able to grip onto this yet. So unaffected hand is going to be pushing, affected palm up. Now, if you have some movement in your affected hand, I want you to try to engage in that movement as well, helping with that movement. You can see I just moved into the position where I lifted my arm off of the table. We're taking away that support if you need a little bit more of a challenge. But if that is still too much, you can come back and rest on the table. These are all modifiable to meet you where you are. Back to third exercise, which is going to be active supination. So this is where we are just actively trying to move the palm up. So again, if you need a little more support, you can have the arm resting on the table and you're gonna just gently try to turn the palm up and down, up and down. Now, if you're only getting up just a little ways, that's fine. Start there. And that's how you're gonna do your reps. As I mentioned before, I've got 60 seconds on the clock. Do the amount of repetitions that feels comfortable to you, as long as you're not pushing through any pain. And with any movement that you have, you don't have to go all the way up and over if you don't have that movement yet. You're doing great. Very nice. And all right, fourth exercise. We're almost done, folks. Grabbing our weight, we're gonna do the resistive supination. And as I mentioned before, I'm using the cuff weight. This is good if you don't have any active grip strength, but still wanna get some strengthening in. I will leave a link down in the description below if you would like to order these. So we are starting palm down. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it off the table. That's gonna give quite a bit more of a challenge here. Turning palm up, palm down. Now these are just about a pound. I would recommend starting off very slow, half a pound, 1 pound, whatever you can tolerate, whatever is not painful, and allowing you to do the movement properly. We want to avoid injuries at all costs. And again with this one, if you can't get your palm all the way up, no problem. Just doing a little bit at a time. Last exercise, folks. Let's take off this. Now for this one, we're gonna go a little bit more resistive. So I've got a lotion bottle here that's about 2/3 full. I was using the potato masher before. Now this one's pretty heavy, so this is a more advanced version if you need to go back to the potato masher or just active movement. Start where you are, that's okay. But using the 2/3 full lotion bottle is gonna give me some extra resistance, some extra strengthening. Now, if you're not able, again, to get that palm all the way up, it's all right. You just do what you can. Get whatever movement that you got. All right, and relax. Very nice job, everybody. Leave me a comment, let me know, what did you think about this one? Or are there specific things that you like to use from around the house to work on your supination? As always, I am gonna leave a link down in the description below if you would like to sign up for the email list, which gets you free stroke recovery tips and motivational emails every week, as well as a free copy of my ebook, The Stroke Recovery Pocket Guide. And if you find value in what we do and you are able, please consider donating to Post Stroke. You can do that via PayPal for a one-time donation, or consider becoming a Patreon member where you get cool perks in exchange for a monthly donation. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.